206 for Mark Williams, the winner, Duke, 211, 7 strikes, now goes into the championship match. And here are a couple of champions. Choice Hotels Vice President Tim Harwood and Regional Marketing Director Joe Neen. Sure glad to have them here. Super guys.
Solid week this week, Chris. 7-day tournament, 56 games, 204 men went to the starting gate, 222 average to make the top 24. Senior there in 6th place. Nice guy, Tracy Lambert. Kelly Kaufman made more than 50% of his spares this week, so he got a check. Mr. Machine, Dave Arnold. Bob Learn, Bob Benoit, Mr. 300. Billy Oates says happy birthday to his mom, Mary.
Who's that fellow?
John Handegard, the high finishing senior on the regular tour. Ron Williams, the fireball Phil Ringener, Randy Peterson, and Eugene McCune round out the top 24.
Okay, we're in Edmond today, a week from today, in the St. Louis area, Bo. Richmond Heights, Missouri, for the $180,000 Bud Light Hall of Fame Championship. The time is 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 St. Louis time. And then we'll move on to Peoria for the True Value Open. Landmark Lanes, again, 2 o'clock Eastern, and 1 Peoria time. Those are the next 2 stops. Now, here is the classic match. Handshake. Who wins this wins $38,000. The runner-up 20, but the winner then goes on against Gary Dickinson to win try to win a $25,000 winner take-all. It's different.
Walter Ray won this tournament 1986-87, but Norm Duke, who wants to unseat Walter Ray as the #1 player of the year. He has made that known to everybody. This is a big match if he wants to do that.
And this is a head-to-head match against 2 winners this year. This is our 4th telecast. Norm Duke won the first AC Delco Classic, and then Walter Ray won in Las Vegas.
Norm Duke told me, last year in Detroit, I beat Walter Ray when he was on top. And if I can get to Walter today, I have an edge if that's possible. He'll bowl 240, but I got to get to him first. He's thinking about me. Trust me, Walter Ray is tough, but Norm Duke leaves nothing in the bag. This is a big one.
Well, it's a double for Duke. And up is the man that won 7 titles last year, $296,000. He was second 4 times, third twice, fourth once, fifth once.
Walter Ray Williams Jr., our familiar profile, 5-step delivery. But what makes Walter so good? It's his ability to tuck his swing back in through this area and pull his left arm back as he releases the shot, squaring up his shoulder directly on target in the full extension. I think he does that better than anybody in the world today, plus his versatility. Both players have started with 2 strikes.
Put more importance on this match. We said 38 to the winner, but if you add the 25 should this classic winner go on to beat Gary Dickinson, that'd be a total of 63 grand this afternoon.
Norm Duke, whose hobby is scouting and charting the stock market, he says his big tip is gambling stocks for 3 more years.
I'd bet on him maybe, huh?
No gamble on that shot. Chris, following up, we were talking about the bowling pins, and obviously these players have struck 3 times, but the players don't like to see the trip 2, the solid 9, or the scout 10. It may look good as you see this ball going right through the pins. However, the players would like to see maybe a ½ pound added to each pin. You could do that by putting, say, a PBA bullet or a piece of steel right through the base and make him a little heavier. Be worthwhile.
There is a 4-bagger for Norm Duke. Thus far, Williams is perfect. This guy is a member of a family located at the next guy, Oklahoma City Zoological Park. Over 2,000 specimens that make their home here. For Walter Ray Williams, at whom you're looking, 4 for his opponent, Duke.
First man to miss, the #1 computer-ranked player, Walter Ray, going against #2, Norm Duke. Duke has 4 strikes. Walter starting with 3. Voted the best spare shooter on the tour. We figure he's going to make this automatic. Yeah, I can jinx him every time, partner. Walter Ray will miss that 1 out of 100. That's a bad time to do it, Walter. Switches to a harder ball. Hopefully it'll slide back, but it slides more than he expects, slides off in the channel, and I've seen more 10-pins missed this week than any other week I've been on tour. A lot has to do with the oiling pattern. The centers are dry. That outside edge is very oily.
Great, powerful comeback. Man of many comebacks and many championships, Marshall Holman.
With me is Gary Dickinson. Gary, you're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit after that match in the senior final, but I still think you can do it. I think you got that good line from the outside.
I think so, too. You know, I can keep the senior tradition. James Gus was great last year, and hopefully I can keep it going this week.
All right, his prediction is going to be 2 wins for the seniors. Back to you guys.
Okay. 4-pin.
Well, I think Gary Dickinson was just kind of giving him the decoy shot. As you see Norm Duke trying to take advantage of that open by Walter Ray. Just chews up the center of the pins. He tried to put too much on the ball. Breaks down the 410 cross lane.
Stuck a little bit at the line, didn't like. And Dickinson continues to limber up on the far right after the interview with Marshall.
Norm slowing the action down to ask for a re-rack. 1 of 2 he's allowed in every game he bowls. He was the #1 average in 1991 with 218. Old League that same year averaged 232. Right now he has a 22-pin lead over the best player in the world, Walter Ray Williams Jr. 6 frame. Ball drifts a little high. Watch the action. The 3rd pin on the left-hand part of your screen. Head pin goes to the sideboard, knocks the 2 into the 4, or almost gets out the 9. Spare conversion by Duke here in the 6th would leave him with a 21-pin lead. Walter Ray taking the full approach, all 17 feet. More of a leg player. He's very strong physically, but he uses his legs more than most players. Whew, unusual pin action. He drives the 5-pin straight back and hits the kickback, which is 29 inches from the end of the lane to the pin. Watch this action. When the ball disappears, those pins are driven back there 29 inches. That looks like the 3-pin that bounced out. If it had hit this 4-pin, it would have counted.
We're in our classic match for the championship. The winner to meet for a $25,000 winner-take-all challenge as we look at Walter Ray's fiancée, Paige Pennington.
Walter Ray trailing by 21. It's getting late. 7th frame.
Another 10.
The #1 player this year, no wins, 3 losses. Walter Ray, if he doesn't get on the stick here, is going to open the season 1994 with the tournament leader being 0 wins and 4 losses.
Okay, we're in the championship match. Advance to the 7th frame. Let's advance a little bit pictorially and look at the championship trophy. Leads by 20. Now an 8th frame shot by the player of the year, tournament leader here in Edmond, Oklahoma, Walter Ray Williams Jr.
Both these players seem a little bit queried by what's happening out there and confused. And the same thing is happening to them that we saw happen to the 2 senior players. They get the ball in that dry area to the right, the ball jumps high. They get it in the oil, and it slides by the head pin. And there's really not a whole lot you can do with it. You can try 1 or 2 things. Throw the big hook like Duke or throw the hard straight ball like Walter Ray.
Next Saturday here on ABC's Professional Bowlers Tour, we'll head to the home of the National Bowling Hall of Fame in Richmond Heights, Missouri, St. Louis area for the Bud Light Hall of Fame Championship at a special time. That was a special frame for Walter Ray Williams. A special time, 2 Eastern, 1 Central, 3 Pacific, next Saturday and Saturday night. Salute the champions in St. Louis. Big dinner.
With 2 frames left, championship match, Choice Hotel Classic title on the line. Duke leads by 21. He's going at a 2:26 pace. Walter Ray, possible 2:25.
.300 game this morning in earning his way into the 2 matches here. He defeated Mark Williams, previous, 211 to 206 with 7 strikes. And Walter Ray is the tournament leader.
Right now, Norm Duke needs spare strike to be the Choice Hotel champions. Looks to the scoreboard. The strike would have shut out Walter Ray. He needs this spare and a strike to lock it up. Walter, who struck 3 times to win the Portland tournament on ABC. He also struck 3 times in the 10th to win Kennewick last year. Knows that if Duke gets anything less, he can do it.
That was a done deal and walked away from the line long before it got there. He knew it.
Scoreboard tells the story. We talk about the great strike balls that all these players have, but look at the 4th frame. Walter Ray Williams missed a 10-pin to put him in this situation where he has very little chance. Duke strikes, he wins. 9, possible tie. 8, he can possibly lose. Here we go.
Handshake. And there he is, a remarkable day, remarkable